Hi, folks. Shirish back again for talking about law of karma. When I explained it to you last time about the karma and the storage of the impressions, etc., I realized that a lot of people may not be aware of the fact that there are three bodies. Conceptually, in theology, there are three different bodies. One is called causal body because it is the cause of things that come in existence. One is called astral body because it is not a physical body, which is the last body. So one can consider that the reflection of the God or reflection of the Lord is encased into three bodies: causal body, astral body, and physical body. These things are called Karana Sharir, Sukshma Sharir, and Sthula Sharir. But we're not going to go into that. But I just wanted to let you know that the composition of these bodies is extremely well described in the scriptures. So the physical body that everybody sees it has flesh and blood and bones. And it is made out of elements, and we certainly know that. But it is covering another body called astral body. The astral body is a replica of the physical body, which means it has eyes, it has nose, it has skin, everything, except that there is no physical element to these organs. And the causal body is but beyond it, and it has the emotions or feeling into it. So as I was explaining it to you last time, the impressions are stored not in the physical body alone, but are also stored in the astral body. So let me give you an example so you can understand what I'm saying. So if you take a seawater, put it in a bottle, seal it, put that bottle into another bottle and seal it, and put those two bottles into the third bottle and seal it, and you throw it in the sea. Even though the inside water is a seawater and outside water is seawater, they cannot mix because of the three coverings: the most external, the internal, and still more interior. We can compare this to the reflection of the Lord and the energy or spirit that exists and makes us feel alive. The first covering or the first bottle would be causal body. The second covering would be an astral body. And the third covering is the physical body. At the time of physical death, the physical body dies, it decays, it's gone. But the two other bodies still exist. And to just say that these three bodies are screwed together at the spinal centers or chakras, as have been described. The astral body is formed out of 19 principles. These 19 principles everybody knows, but just to summarize or to count, we have 5 elements of actions, which includes procreation, excretion, speech, hands and feet. We have 5 organs of perception: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. And then we have what we call as 5 pranas. Pranas is the life-tron or energy. And these are 5 different pranas, and they could be described in different ways by different people. But to make a summary of this, I can say that they are like crystallizing, excretion, circulation, assimilation, and cellular function. So these are the 15 elements that go in forming the astral body. Plus, of course, you have mind, intellect, ego, and feeling. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 is a 19. The physical body has physical elements, so those are additional 16 elements. So the physical body is formed of 35 elements. Astral body is formed of 19 elements. So the feelings and the impressions are stored not only in the physical brain, but once the physical brain dies, they are stored into an astral brain as a abstract form. So even though the physical body dies, we still have the two forms of bodies still remaining. And if one wants nirvana, rather, one wants to release from it, or wants the mukti or nirvana, only way to do it is to break all three bodies. Then only the inside reflection or the spirit of the God would be released. Now one has to realize that the spirit itself has no desires, nor does he have any gunas or qualities. The spirit is an energy. And if you don't have desire, you're not going to do any actions, because for every action to be carried out, you have to have a desire to do something. I eat because I'm hungry and I want to satisfy my desire to be satisfied or eating. Drinking, listening to the music, kicking somebody, helping somebody, all of these activities have desires behind it. And when you think about Lord, who has no desires, he is pure spirit, then how can he create the entire universe? Because to create anything, you have to have a desire. Only desire leads to an action. And action leads to impression, impression leads to desire, desire again leads to an action. So to continue this circle, one must have a desire. And if there is no desire, then no action will be there. So certainly the God did make this universe, and the only way you can account for it is by separating God from the Prakriti or matter. So the matter has no energy, though in Einstein principle, matter has the energy, because the matter that we see is different than the matter that I'm mentioning. The matter that I see is part of the universe created by the Lord, and since Lord created it, he did not create it out of vacuum. It has to have principle of Lord, which means it has to have energy. So the matter that we are looking at is not the matter that I'm talking about, but the matter that was without the spirit has no energy or no spirit, so it cannot act even though it has desire. So the matter has desire, the spirit has no desire. The spirit has no desire, so it cannot act. Matter has desire but has no energy, so it cannot create anything. So at the beginning of the universe, when the universe starts, the matter and the energy come together, and that union starts the first act, the first karma, which is forming the universe. Now, I'll go into the details of that sometimes in the future, if possible, as to how from a large-scale universal formation, a small-scale or microcosm of human body comes into existence. They are all represented by different elements and different parts of the matter. But for now, it suffices to say that we have three bodies: the physical body, the astral body, the causal body. The impressions of physical body actions are stored into astral body as well as to some extent in the physical body. But the physical body dies and the impressions continue to remain in an abstract form. And when we select the parents, when we come back to this physical existence again, then those desires, those deaths will create our actions again, and we indeed select our parents. That will be my next video. Do we select the parents? Thank you for watching. I hope you like some of this and will subscribe to my video. Thank you. Have a nice day.